We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Bowl Edition show. We will also go over the NFL. We will also go over college basketball, hockey, you name it. We're going to cover it on today's show. But today is the first part of the two-part college football championship. Alabama's playing today. Georgia's playing today. Cincinnati, Michigan. And then we got a lot of other shit going on too in the NBA and college basketball. So, Bill Rupp, are you excited?
Woohoo!
That's it. Really jacked up. Bill's really jacked up.
Let's go!
There we go. There we go. Now we're live. Night Ghost. Everyone's talking about college basketball, the NBA prop system that I created that's smashing, the fucking live bets Rupp's putting out, fucking NFL, college football. Meanwhile, low-key just laying in the cut there after a week and a half of no hockey. You just walk out with a flamethrower and are just, I mean, what are you hitting 95% in the last 3 days?
We've lost one live play and one small pregame play in the last 3 days. Other than that,
keep in mind, this isn't like the normal touts that give out like 2 plays a day. Like you have to be like 12-2 right now.
I think it's bigger than that. Yesterday, I tweeted out that it was round robin day, and round robin days come few and far between. And when they come, you better get on them, because last night we won 4 for 4, swept it. Every pregame play swept before that. It's been a hell of a week, hell of a return.
So I guess you're happy to have hockey back, and I know the subscribers are too.
That's why I sit, I pay patience. I know what's coming. It comes, we smash.
Yeah, I mean it's nice when we're all falling into the matrix at the same exact time. That's always fucking a good thing leading into the new year. Very happy to the progress from the NBA system that we've been doing. Actually lost 2 yesterday, lost Mo Wagner, lost Mobley, but hit Durant, hit Drew Holiday, and hit the other Drew Holiday one. So tough college football day yesterday, definitely to start the day. Bill, Tennessee, fucking North Carolina. Just the Tennessee game was the most fixed game I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry. I know I scream fixed more than someone who never screams it, but I'm also not the person who screams that every game is fixed. That game was fixed. 100%, Bill.
I do agree. I had Tennessee -6 from the night before. I was on the phone with you. We did see that it was fixed. I missed the one chance to jump on the other side, but they scored so fast, couldn't even get it in, to get a hedge or to get some money line, because we knew that what was going to happen. Then it went to overtime, and that third down, I was like, oh, shit, DraftKings put it up. I was able to get plus 102, I believe, and get out of my bet. So that was pretty good. But yeah, that game was crazy. That touchdown at the end was a touchdown. I mean, you even heard the replay. The whistle blew after he crossed the goal line. He wasn't down.
And you're going to let the best game of the whole bowl season by far, the most exciting one, 45-45 going into overtime. There was like fucking 28 points scored in the last 4 minutes. Every team thought they lost twice in the last 4 minutes. It goes to overtime, 4th and 1 from the fucking goal line. Meanwhile, we have rugby scrums breaking out, Bill, where guys are stopped and then whole groups of linemen push them into the end zone, and they call it. This kid's still fighting to get over the goal line. He gets pulled. He gets towed back a little, reaches the ball out for a touchdown. Whistle blows after that, and then they say, nope, no
I don't know
touchdown.
I don't know what they were reviewing, though, because it was a review, but you can't review forward progress. I mean, they maybe listening for the whistle, but the whistle was after the score. So
I think they just had to review whether he was in, regardless of the forward progress. They had there was no, like I said.
So then they should have said it was a touchdown.
No, because once they, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea, because I tweeted out, guys, don't get excited, because the second they say forward progress, there's no overturn on a review. And then the announcers thought there was. They reviewed it anyway. He clearly scored before the whistle, and then they said you can't overturn a forward progress. So I'm with you, but like, what were they reviewing?
I don't even know what they reviewed. I never heard it. I didn't hear them talk about it later. I don't know what. I don't think anybody really knows, which just leads more to the angle that, they wanted Purdue to win that game.
Yeah. Trust me, that's not the reason the game was fixed. The game was fixed for the 15 penalties.
-5 to move to -7.5 in like 10 hours. So.
Yeah, and that was not the reason why we're saying the game was fixed. The game was fixed because Tennessee had 15 penalties for 128 yards, 6 pass interference penalties, 5 of which were on third down. I mean, the coaching for Tennessee was ridiculous. The play calling was ridiculous. The tempo was ridiculous. Tennessee was rushing to score from the 2-yard line with 2 minutes left. They were hurry up. And then all of a sudden they get to overtime and they stopped the tempo when the clock doesn't matter. And they threw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2. Everything was just not right in that game. Put it that way. It was not right. UNC was not fixed. They just got their fucking dicks pushed in. And then we came back nice at the end of the night. We actually came back fairly strong with a couple games after that. Wisconsin came through. We actually middled
2 player props. Let's go.
Player props. We had hit a couple college basketball bets. Pryor got hurt, which sucked for Wisconsin. Never hit his over. But we had Wisconsin money line in 2 bets. And then we went the other way and hit Arizona State plus 7.5 for a max bet. So we actually ended up middling that because they won by 7 to end the day. So ended up being.
I thought they were going to score right there at the end. I'm like, please don't kick that field goal.
Yeah, dude, please don't score. So for me, I think I lost 3 units yesterday. But Night Ghost made all that up by winning like fucking 6,000. So that was fine.
3rd goal by the Oilers right now. So there's one that pushes our pregame play. So we're free rolling now.
Yeah, I think I know I won yesterday too. I don't know how Healy did.
I think so. I know me and Aber have been destroying Earth on the NBA props. I know Healy was on a pretty good run there too. I mean, listen, the bottom line is just the subs are just destroying. I mean, just looking at the screenshots and the accounts, I'm actually up 40, 73, 155, 186, minus 10, 176, and I got to calculate yesterday. So I'm up about 170 units in the last 6 days alone with this shit. So if you guys want to win, get on board. If not, you're a fucking retard, as I always tell you. But you can get on board now. $27. You can get in for 7 days and try it out. Monthly packages, everything. We got blowout promotions, 45% off everything, yearly, monthly, fucking weekly. Get in this weekend. This is the time to do it. We got a ton of games today. We're going to go through a couple of them now. And then I'm really excited for this weekend. I think we're going to have a real fun betting weekend this weekend. There's a lot of opportunities in the NFL that we're not going to go too heavy into right now because they're for the subscribers. We'll give you a couple plays, but there's a lot of big opportunities on some stuff that I don't even want to tell you what the angle is. Bill, we spoke about it yesterday. Hoffman sent us some information. I'm going to make you sign up for it because it's the easiest week of the year. Those of you that are sharp know why.
We played it last year.
Those of you who aren't, fuck you. Sign up. So let's give some free bets on the show here, though, for the freeloaders. Do we have Healy?
We do have Healy.
Bring me Healy. I know he's on a tight clock today. He's working multiple days in a row, so we need to give Healy a few days off. So.
Oh, my God. He's here again?
Yeah, he's here again.
Jesus.
Let's see what his background is today. This is my favorite part. Oh, back to the promo. Is that a boy? Company man, Healy. Add another 5% to your paycheck.
Christmas promos. Christmas is done, Healy.
It's New Year's, Bill. It's the last day to take advantage of these fantastic 45% off offers.
Nice. Love the info. Love it.
So Healy, NBA today. What are we looking at? What do we like? We'll start there. We'll get to the college bowl picks on the back end.
I already know what Healy's going to do today. I didn't see his picks. I don't have to see his picks. I know who's playing today. Everybody knows who's playing, and we know Healy likes to hit it. So go ahead, Healy.
You got it, Bill. I'm assuming you're referring to Kristaps Porzingis.
That I am.
Leading the way for the Mavs at a 6 p.m. or a little earlier start than usual tonight. I'm going right back to the well. Same number as we had earlier in the week. We lost it by a hook. And Porzingis really just had one shitty quarter where he didn't record any points at all. Otherwise, he likely breezes through this one. So I'm going right back to it in another matchup against the Kings. Same one we just saw. Now it's even money, over 24.5 points for Porzingis for me today.
All right. And Healy, that's been a fucking cash cow. And that's the thing. Like, explain this to people because I don't think a lot of people understand. They notice that me and you probably more. And I say Ghost. I put Ghost in that category too. Just in different sport. We have certain things that we just are like masters in, right? Like we find something and we just keep hammering it until it changes. We don't stop. We just keep doing it until Vegas catches up. There's been a few of those in NBA right now. I'm on certain teams that I'm attacking right now until Vegas catches up. You're on certain players that you're attacking.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Bill too. Bill's hit turnover props for Russell Westbrook nearly
And the under
every
1.5
day of the
touchdowns.
season.
Right. Yeah, I guess it's all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the usage increase, the additional shot opportunities with Luka off the floor. It's almost like 5.5 shots per game, and his point prop has gone up like 4 points. Again, he's getting to the line more frequently. He's getting a few more 3-point attempts. So it's just so much more opportunity and usage there for him that 4 points that it's gone up since Luka's been out just is not enough in my opinion.
Okay, cool. Bill, what are you looking at in the NBA tonight?
A lot of it. I'm still waiting on a lot of stuff to come out later, but I do see something I like a little. I put out Trae Young over 3.5 turnovers. I'm switching from Russell Westbrook to Trae Young. The Cavs around the middle of the league in steals. Trae Young, being the point guard on the team, I fast pace. I think he's gonna, I think he had 7 the other night. So Trae Young over 3.5 turnovers. I like that. I think he's just, he gets all anxious, throws the ball all over the place, trying to get assists and stuff. He will score a lot tonight, but the 3.5 turnovers, I like it.
Okay. All right. So NBA, I'm going to be digging in more later for the system plays. I don't like putting them out too far ahead of the game. Obviously, on the Stay Cashin show here, we're doing this long before the games start. So they do tend to change a tiny bit. I know one thing I am definitely looking at. I am going to attack Dame Lillard versus the Lakers tonight. Healy, would love your take on that. Dame has actually torched the Lakers pretty much every time he plays them. The one time this year he played them in November. You may look at the box score and see 25, 3, and 6, but they were up by 30 going into the fourth quarter in that game. So he only played 31 minutes in that one. But if you look at the other 2 games in 2021, he dropped 38, 4, and 7 on him, 35, 3, and 7. He gets amped up for games like this. So I really do like his points and assists prop. I like his points prop, and I like his points, rebounds, and assists, depending on the site you're looking at. I don't think you need to add the rebounds there, but I've really been attacking the Lakers with guards like Damian Lillard. A lot of opportunity there for him. So I think Damian Lillard is going to be a big target of mine today from the prop market. I think you can hit that any way you want. And one of the ones I really like on this that I'm going to be putting in, which we've had a lot of success with, the alt lines. We just missed last night. We hit a plus 500 last night with Embiid and Durant 30 plus each. And I had them both 35 plus each for like plus 2,000. Just missed that. Looked like that was actually going to hit most of the way too. So Dame Lillard is plus 200 for 35 points today and plus 500 for 40 points today. So we'll have some sprinkles on that in the game. And LeBron, this whole game, I mean, this is the same game parlay game of the night, Healy. I think this is LeBron's been out of his fucking mind. I think you got to keep riding this while he's hot. This is a fairly soft matchup. This is a fairly close spread. I don't see this game getting too out of hand. I'm looking at LeBron triple-double props. I'm looking at Westbrook triple-double props, and I'm probably going to be over on LeBron and Lillard in this game. So I think we're going to same game parlay this up and have some plus 3,000 opportunities in the chat today.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. As far as Lillard goes, they're just lacking so many scores. They have Tony Snell out on the court and Nazir Little. They're out there to play defense, rebound the basketball. It's going to be him and Norm Powell taking all the shots. Anthony Simon's also going to be out tonight. He was coming off the bench and kind of chucking. They won't have him either. So, it's good. They're going to live and die with Dame. He'll probably get 25 plus shot attempts in this.
Yeah, I think this is a no-brainer. And the nice thing about it, we talk about the blowouts. The nice thing about this is the Lakers aren't really going to – I'm not worried about the Lakers blowing anyone out. They go through such lulls, especially when LeBron leaves the court and Westbrook turning the ball over and taking bad shots with leads, that they'll let any team hang around and stay in the game. So I'm not worried about seeing one of those 20, 30-point blowouts. The blowout last time they played was the other way around. It was actually Portland blowing the shit out of the Lakers. So no blowout risk, in my opinion, here in this game, even though the spread's 5-6 points. And then there's 7 of my favorite teams, 7 of my 11 favorite teams to target on the slate tonight. So we're going to have a big night for the max bets. We're going to go smash this 3:30 college football game. And then we'll be betting the late football game. And we're going to have a lot of fucking NBA bets tonight for the subscribers, because Friday is usually a pretty light college basketball day. So all my time today is going to be spent researching these college football props and then getting to the NBA props. Healy, I know you got to get out of here pretty quick. You got family stuff you got to take care of. Anything else you wanted to drop for the subscribers, whether it's some NFL stuff for this weekend or another NBA bet?
Yeah, so I got 2 more NBA since I don't have NFL. There's a lot of NFL hasn't been posted yet. I'm looking for some specific players I've identified. I'm just waiting for the numbers to come up. So those will be going up in Discord for subscribers once I find them. But 2 more NBA props I like today. First one, I'm going back to Evan Mobley for the Cavs tonight. Over 16.5 points, currently sitting at even money. Since John Collins went out and the Hawks continue to be really thin, they're really small up front. And, we're going to have stints where Evan Mobley's matched up against Chundy Brown and Cam Reddish. These guys are like 6'4", 6'5". They're going to be trying to guard Evan Mobley, who's 6'11". He should absolutely dominate. And we saw the increased usage now without a true point guard, Rubio or Garland. Pangos, Okora, these guys aren't very, very low usage guys. They're really going to rely on Mobley and Kevin Love to carry the load. And to be quite honest, there's an outside shot that Kevin Love just sits for rest, a veteran on a back-to-back here. And that would just obviously make this a smash spot. But I like it either way if Love's in or out. And then the other one I like is Mitchell Robinson over 9.5 rebounds tonight. The Knicks will be without Julius Randle. It's kind of that guy that always hovers right around the basket. So I think there's a little upside and minute upside for Mitchell Robinson in this matchup tonight. So I'm going to take him over 9.5 rebounds as well.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, Haley, anything else before I let you get out of here?
Last day. Take advantage of the
kind of the
right
last
here.
day. Kind of the last day. Not really the last day, but we'll pretend
until Ghost and Tommy figure out how to pull
we'll
it down.
Pretend. It's the last day. Last for a couple of bullet points on there. It's the last day.
There you go.
But yeah, last day. Get in there now.
Sign up.
All right, Haley, love you, brother. Get out of here.
All right, later, guys.
Later. All right. So for college basketball today, guys, there's nothing. I mean, literally, there's absolutely nothing. There's a few games going on right now. We might hit something live. If you want to get Northeastern live, it's not a bad opportunity right now. Just pulling out the line. They're minus 250. If you wanted to throw them in a parlay, they're down 4 to William and Mary. They're going to beat William and Mary. So if you wanted to take like Northeastern and use that as a parlay piece live with a college football game, either Georgia, you can go Northeastern Georgia minus 114. That's a fine piece. But for college basketball today, there's nothing. Here's the games. They canceled and postponed half of them. And then you got St. Francis, Fairleigh Dickinson, Eastern Kentucky versus Alice Lloyd, and Central Connecticut versus St. Francis. That's the whole board. So good luck with that. So we're going to be focused on NBA. We're going to be focused on college football today. No time to waste on that shit. We got college basketball every day. Not to mention all the students are fucking gone everywhere. It's everyone's home on break and everything. So we are really going to start getting back to fucking college basketball after the new year. You guys know we fucking crushed that. So we will skip over the college basketball. There's nothing there. And then we will head onto the ice with the Night Ghost. I should add, those of you fucking idiots who bet Washington State today, that was probably the worst bet in the history of betting. If you bet Washington State, I don't know what. That team sucks. Central Michigan's actually a pretty good team. We are all in on Central Michigan right now. We have Central Michigan plus 7.5 as a max bet. We have Central Michigan teased plus 13 with another game we're going to talk about in a minute. We have Central Michigan on the money line plus 200. And then we have a 2-day parlay going with all the college football games plus 2,700 for the next 2 days. And the first anchor is Central Michigan plus 300. So that thing is looking very good. So Central Michigan, thank you. No plays on Rutgers for me. Didn't bet that game. We were going to touch it live, but we didn't. So Ghost, hockey. Let's go.
Small slate today. We have a play out on the 1 o'clock game already. We had the Oilers team total over. They're at three quarters of the way through the second. So we're looking good there. Those who got 3 are free rolling, like I said before. We got a game at 3. There's nothing I really like too much in here. Vegas is dealing with a ton of injuries, so there's no way that I'm playing them. The only play that stands out, if you want to jump on it, I might just play it a little just to have the action, but I like the Ducks plus 1.5. I'm seeing that it's only 155, so I may play around with that. But my main play of the day is going to be the 7 o'clock Rangers Lightning game. We were on the over yesterday with Florida and Tampa. We had, I think, five goals in the first. The total was 6.5.
That was
Florida
nice.
Florida put up 9
nice.
on their own. So this is going to be a spot where Tampa was going to be looking to rebound. Good thing about them as well, and why we didn't play a side yesterday, is both top two goalies for the Lightning are out. Third and fourth string starting. Never seen them play before. This should allow the Rangers to put up goals for themselves. I like over 5.5 here. I think both teams are going to be able to hit the score sheet just like yesterday. Should be one of the highest scoring games on the day, not counting the Edmonton game, which is already at 7. That's my play. That's going to be my main play for today. I might play the Washington game, but if I am going to, you got to be subscribed to find out.
There we go. Ghost. Attaboy. So in this Anaheim game here that you're talking about that starts at 3:00, do we have any interest in their team total? What puts you against Vegas at home? I know you don't bet against Vegas at home very often. So what's putting you on Anaheim?
Ton of injuries. Pacioretty's out. They just lost him to surgery. Stone is out. Patrick Martinez, all guys I like playing with them. Learners day to day. Not sure who's going to actually start in net for them. It hasn't been confirmed yet. 20 and a half hour before the game. Go figure.
Yeah.
John Gibson's an elite goaltender. He's one of the best goaltenders in the league, and he gets overshadowed because he's rotting in Anaheim. They're finally playing well this year. This team's stepping up. A lot of young kids coming up. I think this is a chance where even if they don't win outright, I don't see them losing by 2 here. I don't think Vegas is going to put up enough goals. This should be a relatively low-scoring game, 2-2, 3-2 type game. That's a game that fits the Ducks well, and I think that's a game. Listen, I'm not playing 105 for a team outright. If I could play a little more juice and get an extra goal and a half, I'm taking it.
Yeah, because you got plus 160 on the Ducks on FanDuel. I was just wondering if you were interested in that with a little parlay piece.
160 for what?
Plus 160 on the Ducks money line.
Is that a real line? Because I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was wondering why you were going to 1.5.
I fucked up. I'm looking at a different line. Plus 160. Yeah, if you want a money line them and get 160, there's value there too. I like that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I have a little
Yeah, there's no way. I'm sorry. I was looking at the total line. There's no way Vegas should be minus 200 today.
So are you
That's a
getting
chunk of a line.
an official free play?
No, because I'm still worried about 1 or 2 injuries the Ducks are dealing with. But I love the plus 1.5. Plus 160 to win outright has value. I don't think it's as solid as a play or a lock of a play as I.
So if you want to do a little parlay piece with that in it, fine. Yeah. But we're not going to put that on the board. So that is off the board.
Exactly.
It's not on the board. All right. So let's go, Bill. Anything from your hockey expertise?
Not today.
Not today.
Only when Ghost's not here. I fill in with my 5-0 record.
No, you're not 5-0. Dude, you can't just keep saying you're 5-0 if you lost.
Wait a minute. I did not lose. My part of the parlay won.
No, it didn't.
Tommy, I wasn't in that. That was yours. You just added it. So I'm not in.
It on me.
I'm 5-0.
You are not. I'm 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm undefeated.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm all about fucking just hitting spots. 1-0 for me. So let's go to college football. Obviously what we're here for. We're going to try and keep this show tight, get out of here before 3 because we all got a lot of bets to put in and we want to get these things before the line move.
Yes.
No time to bullshit today. So we're going to get in and out, just picks. We know you guys are busy on the holiday. So college football games today. We got 2 games. We have obviously the 2 biggest games. We got one going on right now, Central Michigan plus 200. They're up 21-0. Don't even hedge. Just fucking ride it. They're going to fucking kill them. And then we have Alabama at 3:30 versus Cincinnati. So let's start there, Bill. Alabama, Cincinnati, 3:30 p.m. If you're on FanDuel, they have everything in different orders and all fucked up. So Alabama, Cincinnati, 3:30 p.m. What do we like? Alabama minus 13.5, over 57.
Like we said before, we were on the phone. Jamison Williams, Brian Robinson Jr., touchdown. Plus 102. I mean, can take those 2 for Alabama.
And by the way, guys, that we're going to give a lot of shit out on this, Bill. You got to tell Evan what's official and what's not.
Yes, sir.
So that he could do it.
Well, I texted Evan.
Okay, no. We don't have to have a conversation about it. Just let him know if we add anything else on it.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna put that in. I like them 2 to score a touchdown. Those we talked about it on the phone. Those are the 2 best for Alabama. Should be an easy one. Both of them are great. So I'll add that too. Those two to score a touchdown plus 102.
Want to say it again?
Alabama should score through the air.
I wrote it in the Google Doc for you.
All right.
Okay. And Jerome Ford, what I already put in. Jerome Ford for Cincinnati, the running back, touchdown. I love that too. You could put them all together if you want. I also told our people that you could combine those three for plus 271 if you want, or just combine the other two for Alabama and do Cincinnati straight if you want minus 140. But I love those. I have a whole bunch of receiving props, rushing props that I'm going to put in, but I'm going to give that out in the Discord. I'm actually doing it right now as we speak.
Yeah. And in the Discord, I'm going to post these in here too, Evan, just so you can copy and paste them as we go.
Yep.
So in the Discord, we're going to be giving out a lot of same game parlays for these games too. So I'm going to be doing a lot of same game parlays for deepbets.com, number 4, deepbets.com. If you haven't signed up in the last few shows that you've watched, you missed out on only about 200 units, which as a $5 better, that would be about $1,000. Just to put that in perspective. So you cost yourself $1,000 as a $5 better, not signing up in the last week. So keep waiting, and then wonder why you're living with your mom. Keep waiting. So I also like my favorite play here is my favorite play started yesterday with the subscribers. So we had a 3-team parlay, money line parlay, Wisconsin, Georgia, Bama, right? Just all to win plus 100. So that was a max bet. I have that. Those of you who didn't get that, I'm going to leave this out. I'm going to add these to the Google Doc right now, just so you could put them in. So my favorite one is the 7-point teaser with Alabama and Georgia. Okay. That's a max bet on mine. So I think Georgia and Alabama both roll. I think this is a Georgia-Alabama final. I've been saying that from the beginning. We have max bets and double max bets on both. So as long as Georgia and Alabama get there, we're going to have a nice fucking day for the people who got the futures in before that. We got Bama plus 300 before the season, and then we slammed Georgia when they started dominating teams. You can get Alabama minus 6.5, Georgia minus 0.5 on this teaser. If you're on a site like FanDuel, you could actually do 7.5, 8.5, 8-point teasers. So just make sure you do it at a number which gets you under the 7 for Alabama. So I think Alabama minus 6.5, Georgia minus 0.5. I think they both roll today. From a prop perspective on this game, me and Bill are on the same exact 2 plays. We talked all morning. That's why. Jamison Williams and Brian Robinson to score a touchdown parlay plus 107. Bill already gave that out. That's on the board. Jerome Ford from Cincinnati minus 130. Dude's got like fucking 20 touchdowns on the year or something. I don't know why. He's only minus 140. Bama doesn't have a vaunted defense like they used to. So since he's going to score, and Ford's probably going to be the guy to get a lot of that volume. Another one I like, though, I miswrote it in the article for the subscribers. I wrote 14.5 yards. If you can get Jamison Williams over 14.5 yards, empty your IRA account on it. Unfortunately, it's 114.5 is the real number. So I like Jamison Williams over 114.5 today against Cincinnati. Someone in the chat wrote, if we think Alabama may kill him, why do we want Jamison Williams? I mean, we have no Mechie in this game. They're going to throw. Alabama's not going to stop. They're going to keep going. And in order to get to the blowout, it's going to have to be Jamison. He's fucking a superhero. He's the best wide receiver on the team, and the second best wide receiver on the team's not there. So Jamison Williams, I know a lot of you guys who bet mostly NFL are going to look at a number like that and be like, oh, shit, that's too high. Let me read you his game logs. 184, 43 in the one game, which was odd. I think that's the game he got hurt. 190, 158, and 160 in his last 5 games. Okay, so don't be afraid of these big numbers. College football has much higher props than others. We liked the running back yesterday from Wisconsin. He had 100 yards at the half. So don't be afraid of that. So I do like Jamison Williams a lot today to go ham. Touchdown. Maybe 2 touchdowns, just anything you can get on Jamison Williams for this Alabama game. But Alabama wins this game fairly easily. Cincinnati shouldn't even be here. Let's go on to the Georgia game here, Bill. What do you like in the Georgia game? What do you like on the side? What's your score projection for the Alabama game? How do you think this game ends?
Bro, the sides are too hard, man. I don't know. I'm not touching it. I'm just doing props. Hope that there's a lot of scoring. I'm going to stay away from it and just wait till the national championship game. You know what? I honestly would not be surprised if Cincinnati won. No. I don't know, man. Bama just has those games where, listen, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not betting on it, but I would not be surprised.
Well, let me tell you why it's not.
Could be right.
Yeah, right. And I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to be ugly. And I'm
They're
not a Bryce
taking my
Young
money.
fan.
They're not
That's
taking my money.
Right. I'm not a Bryce Young fan. I don't like Bryce Young. I think he's the most overrated quarterback in college football. So I think he's Jalen Hurts part 2 coming into the pros too, if he ever when he gets to the pros. But you just can't give Nick Saban this much time to prepare. You know that, Bill. We all talked about it. That's why we were worried about the Georgia game, right? Georgia's the better team. Georgia is better than Alabama. Georgia should be favored over Alabama, in my opinion. But you give Saban this much time, and he's just gonna have a plan for Cincinnati. There's nothing there. Cincinnati had the one big win over Notre Dame, and they didn't do shit. Really, they didn't beat anyone the fucking rest of the year. So I just think this is just lined up for Nick Saban to come out and make a statement today. Just curb stomp this little fucking stupid team. And you can't give him more than a week to prepare for anybody. You're fucked. So Nick Saban should come out here and just straight kill these motherfuckers today. I think you could bet some alt lines on this. I do. I like the double chance. I like the alt lines. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, since he should move the ball, so I think probably team totals live will probably be hitting. I think overs in play on this more than the under. But yeah, I think there's some opportunity for Alabama to throw up 40, 45 today in this game. So we'll see. As long as the props hit, who gives a fuck? Let's go to Georgia, Michigan. Ghost, did you have a take on any of this? I know you're not a big college football guy. I don't know if you.
Oh, I'm actually looking forward to just telling you guys tomorrow. I really am.
Today.
So
Today.
good thing we got you here.
Yeah,
Tonight.
That's how much Ghost knows about this. He's talking about telling us tomorrow when the games are today.
You know what I mean. Sorry.
That's why you're the hockey guy. Just keep
hockey's got the
feeding
winner
us hockey fire and baseball fire and football
Wait.
fire. We don't need you for college football.
We got the Winter Classic tomorrow for hockey, so that's what I'm.
Oh, I like that one. The
That's
outside.
what he said he was. That's what he was talking about, Bill. That's what he was talking about.
I like that.
So, all right. So now Georgia, Michigan. This game isn't going to be as fun from a prop perspective for the simple fact that I think this is going to be a little more of a slugfest. You have two good defenses. Georgia, the best defense in the country. So this is the game that I could see if you're gonna really load up on props and bet a game to shoot out. It's the first one. This one could end 17-14, right? Could also end 37-34. So I'm more with Bill on this game where I don't know how crazy I want to get and how cute I want to get with 2 touchdowns and same game parlays and alt overs. Could get a little fucked on this one, Bill, because these are really 2 really good defensive teams.
Yeah,
one
totally
really
agree.
good and one pretty good.
Yeah, I totally agree. If Michigan wants to control the ball, they have to run it. So they have to just run the ball. Can't get into that throwing shit. You get into that, they're going to be in trouble. Run the ball, control the clock. That's how you're going to win That's how you're going to win the game. That's why I'm leaning towards Hassan Haskins rushing. I like that prop a little bit.
Please write it in the Google Doc.
Yeah, as we were doing the show just now, I just was thinking about it and going over the lines. So things change, Tommy. We got to move.
No, I'm just saying, please write it in the Google Doc as you talk about it.
Just came up with it. I mean, it just popped into my fucking head.
Tommy, Leonard's not starting for Vegas. They're going with their backup tonight, so that bodes well for Anaheim as well.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's good. Haskins. I'll write it in there as you talk.
Okay, I was just going to do it. Yeah, so I like his rushing. I think they have to control the ball. Michigan, if they want to do anything. He could break a long one. Georgia's defense is awesome. We know that. But, Alabama was able to get to them. Michigan does some of the same, but I think they got to control the clock running the football. So if they have to get running football, hopefully we get one big run right out of it. He gets it in one fucking play. That'd be awesome. But I think they, like I said, control the clock. And that's how he's going to get that prop, and that's how they're going to win the game if they win the game.
Okay. I agree with that. I like that. I don't hate that. I love that you could do same game parlays on these things. That's really nice. I'm just adding this to the document so that Evan can add it to the big board. I had Bowers over 56.5 yesterday. Hold on. Let me tell you the exact number that I got yesterday. Bowers was 58.5. Hold on. Let me go to my settled bets. Bowers was 56.5 yesterday. It's up to 58.5, 59.5, and on FanDuel is the highest. I believe it's even 61.5. So that's moving, and it should be moving because it was too low. I think he goes for 70, 80 yards today. Fairly easy. I'm a big Bowers guy for Georgia. I think they're gonna have to throw the ball a little bit more than they usually do on this Michigan team, and I think this is going to be a great game. I think Georgia wins it, but I do think this is going to be a good game, and I think Bowers is their guy. This is their most clutch player. Last game against Alabama was their biggest game to date, right? Obviously, they had other big games. At the beginning of the year, they played Clemson, but really not too much, right? Like Kentucky, Auburn, Tennessee, Missouri, Florida. They're all teams that they pretty much destroyed, right? So their only game that was really a close game or a loss was this Alabama game of late. And Bowers went 10 for 140 with a touchdown. He's their guy. He's their clutch guy. He's their go-to guy. He's the guy who's going to fucking make the impact here, I think, today. Freshman receiver, going to be an absolute stud. So I think his numbers are too low across the board. I like him to score a touchdown. So I'm going to add this in here. Bowers, Georgia, we'll put over. What numbers are you seeing around, Bill, for Bowers? And anyone in the chat who wants to add it. I won't use the 56.5 because it's not available anymore. Receiving. We use the 59.5, even though there's a 58.5 out there.
61.5.
61.5. What are you saying? Anyone see a 59.5? I don't have time to go look on every site. So let's just call it 60.5. So we'll go Bowers, 60.5 receiving yards for Georgia. If you parlay his receiving yards with his touchdown, you actually will get plus 300, I believe.
I see 59.5 too.
Is there 59.5? All right, Evan, use the 59.5. Where's that?
365.
All right. I knew there was I saw it before the show. I didn't know where it was. So 59.5 receiving yards for Bowers, official play on Georgia. And then I do like his touchdown is plus 130. So, you're looking at probably a plus 300, not an official play on this, but plus 300 if you wanted to do a same game parlay there with his touchdown and his receiving yards. So Bowers is my guy in that Georgia game. Not a bad game if you wanted to do the halftime draw too. If either of the two games, I think this is the highest probability of having a draw at the halftime. And we know those things pay plus 2,000, 3,000, whatever the fuck you can get. Draw Michigan, draw, and draw Georgia. That's it for college football, I believe. Bill, anything else on these college football games?
No. I like I said, those plays. I love the touchdowns. I think hopefully there's a lot of scoring in that Alabama game. We can hit a lot of props, a lot of touchdowns, hopefully. The other game, I believe it'll be a little bit slower, but who the fuck knows? That's it. Hopefully last year they had live props up for these games.
Yes, that's what I'm praying.
Definitely the national
we
championship.
Destroyed those last
Yeah, I remember me and Iconic were in there and we're just hitting the touchdown, and it was awesome.
We were hitting next touchdown even.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. We were hitting 3 guys for the next touchdown, or 2 guys for the next touchdown, because they were all like plus 400, plus 500.
Yep, so yeah,
we had like 5 drives in a row.
Yeah. So
yeah,
because Alabama just kept going.
Like 7.
Alabama just kept going to the same guys.
Yeah, it was easy as fuck. So hopefully get in the Discord. We'll be live in the Discord for the Alabama game. We'll be in there to sweat it with you guys. 4dbets.com. Let's go to NFL. So obviously with all the chaos, the holidays, I was watching Sing 2 with my niece and nephew yesterday. Great movie, by the way. Phenomenal. Final performance scene. Unreal. Maybe the best, like, singing kind of corny, cartoony children's performance musical 20 minutes I've ever seen in cinema history. It was that good. The last scene was that good. So highly recommended if you have children. Let's go to NFL. Bill, what do you like? Actually, let me start with Ghost. He hasn't talked in a minute. Ghost, what do you like on the NFL this weekend?
Honestly, like I explained, I'm just rolling so hot with hockey. I haven't even looked at NFL yet. It's at the point of this season, I start to fade out. Packers line jumped too high this month. I've been riding them. Cousins went on COVID, so the line jumped up to 14.5. So I have to go back to that and see if I want to lay a line that high. Hockey's just rolling. I'm sticking. And
I mean, listen, that's it. Just say it. Yeah, just say it. We don't want half of it. You're just gonna keep killing hockey. Listen, I hate football right now. I fucking fuck football, and I've had 3 winning weeks in a row in football. I can't wait for it to end. Because what happens here at 4 Deep, we are not a football company. We are the only company in this industry that is not a football company. My last company, of which I brought Ghost and Healy over from, my basketball guy and my hockey guy. Not to mention we have Constantino, who cornered Khabib in these guys for UFC, and Bill really doesn't care what sport's going on. He'll bet everything from fucking soccer to badminton. But we're not a football company. We do football because football's a drug, right? NFL football is a drug. We're addicted to the drug. Everyone is. We destroy college basketball, baseball, NBA, hockey, sports like that's what we destroy. So I get excited for January 1st because all our competitors die. They all disappear. They're gone. All the female sports influencers that all these companies hired that are running around, go sign up for our packages, they're fucking out. The companies are fucking out. Football's fucking done. And then we have the best college basketball guy in the country in myself. We have the best hockey guy in the country in Ghost. We have the best NBA guy in Healy. I know of an NBA system. We're all the best baseball guys. And Bill's straight through no matter what, because he's just hitting live lines consistently every game. So it doesn't matter what the fuck the sport is. So, and then tennis is back with rackets. So, NFL, great. We'll give you some fucking plays, but do 5 times the size on our other plays because we're not.
I will tell you. I will tell you the one play that I will be going back to. Bill Rupp can give me his intro like he did for Healy.
Cooper Cup.
We saw the narrative coming this week. I think he's chasing a few records over the next 2 weeks. There aren't lines posted yet, so that's why I don't have anything for it yet. So by tomorrow, I will be seeing where those lines open up, especially against the Ravens defense that I've fallen off of. We've talked about it every week. So
I don't think Lamar might not even play now.
No.
They downgraded him.
Yeah. So we'll be looking for the Rams and the Cubs to run all over the field on Sunday or Saturday. That's where I'll be. If you want me to post on Twitter, I'll give it out for you guys once I lock it in. But other than that, fucking sick with hockey.
Yeah. So Ghost Gardner in the chat said that touchdown prop is minus 277, not plus anything. Ghost Gardner. I mean, it's everyone with Ghost in their name. Ghost Gardner. Read all the words. Read all the words. Jameson Robinson. Hold on, Ghost. Jameson Robinson touchdown. Jameson Williams touchdown and Robinson touchdown. It is a parlay, my friend. It is not just one player. Minus 270. Minus 270 is plus money. There's 2 of them. Read all the words, my friend. It sends something with Ghost in the name. It's got to be Ghost.
Well, I was just testing out because I saw the comment. I was testing it out on Barstool, and I'm actually getting a better line than Bill.
Yeah, it's like plus 110 in some spots. Like 102 is light.
114 on Sugar House too.
Yeah, I mean, guys, read all the words. Robinson and Williams touchdown parlay. It actually says parlay in the sentence. So yes, and then the Ford one is minus 130. So Bill, anything else for the NFL that you're looking at yet?
Yeah, just put one in the little thing right there. I like the Cowboys. I know you guys don't like it. I think we said this in the chat. I think Dallas is one of the best teams in football. Their defense is amazing. I know you guys don't think that. We were kind of together on a couple when we played that game the other day. Who are the best teams in football? Cardinals, they're not there. Their small little man-child quarterback isn't ready. They got a lot of injuries. Cowboys are, I think, the best team in the NFL against the spread. I don't bet spreads, but I'm going to do it this week. I liked them last week on the spread and they covered. I'll take the -6. You want to give me Dallas under 7, -6 against the little man-child? I'll take it. All he could do is run. He pulls a couple passes out of his ass. That team's not good, bro. They're a joke. They're going nowhere. Dallas, I believe, is legit. Their defense is fucking awesome. So I'm all over Dallas. Cowboys, -6. Give it to me. There's no player props up yet for any game in the NFL that I saw this morning. Nothing. No touchdown call. The games are Sunday. There's no Thursday. There's no Saturday. So end of the season, just Dallas -6. I wish there was player props. I would have liked to give some, and I would like to bet some early, but there's nothing. Dallas -6 is my play. Love the Cowboys. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 2 props that aren't out yet that I see. I mean, I'm on FanDuel. Maybe they are on some sites, but on FanDuel at least here, I'm just trying to see if any of the sites I'm out. DraftKings maybe has the touchdown props up.
I haven't seen any this morning.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll give you 2 that will be there no matter what. Cordell Patterson touchdown. You guys know I bet it every fucking week. Bill's got the fucking Falcons jersey on. This is a good spot for it.
Oh!
Yeah, your boy Koo. There we go. So I do like Cordell Patterson touchdown prop. And my other one, obviously, depending on how heavy I go on it, will depend on the status of Eli Mitchell in this game. San Francisco is playing Houston. We know Houston had a big win last week to fuck the whole country over in their fucking teasers and parlays and survivor pools. That's just because the NFL got whacked a couple days before that and needed to get their money back. So Eli Mitchell is questionable for this game. He practiced in a limited fashion supposedly yesterday. We'll see how much he's in. I don't care if he's in or not because I was betting Debo touchdown props long before he was the running back because he still gets the goal line work. Debo Samuel's touchdown is just plus money like every week. He's got 12 touchdowns on the year. He'll get some goal line work, even if it's on wide receiver, routes coming across, getting handoffs. But Debo Samuel's right now still. I'm going to keep betting his touchdown prop. So that'll be another one I'm interested in from a side perspective.
Is Trey Lance playing in that game? Garoppolo's out. Garoppolo's out. Yeah. So
it should be Trey Lance. Garoppolo's not out, I don't think. Is he? I think he's questionable, but he's trending towards out.
Yeah,
he's got a thumb or something, right?
Yeah, he got that hand issue,
right?
Yeah, something going on with him. But he's definitely, I would project him as out right now if I had to.
Yeah, but, I think Lance is starting. So more running the ball, more. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if Eli Mitchell's out for sure, I'm going to slam the ever living shit out of it. From a side perspective, yeah, I'm with you guys. There's nothing that's really that crazy. I'm going to definitely take the Colts minus 300 and have them as a parlay piece or a teaser piece if you wanted to do that. So I'll probably have let me give you one right now that I was looking at. I like the Colts money line. And where was the other one? I had it written down. And the Saints money line. I think that's going to be where I go with that. I think I'm going Colts and Saints money line. We will not be seeing the book experiment again. Taysom Hill should be back, and that defense should just destroy Carolina, who's just a complete fucking disaster.
Not a parlay. I hate both singles.
I hate when you
parlay.
I hate when you don't hedge. I just hate it.
What do you mean?
It boils my blood.
Not hedging.
Put a hedge in.
Not hedging.
And then you 21-0. You say don't hedge, and now it's 21-14.
No, not hedging.
I hate it. I didn't bet that game. I would have been all over the hedge. I would have hit that button plus 1,000, plus 2,000, whatever it is. And now I see it in your eyes. You're a little scared. You're a little worried.
Not at all.
You're a little worried.
First down.
You're a little worried. You're a little worried.
I'm not, because we got plus 7.5 as the max bet and plus 13.5 as the max.
I'm talking about the money line. Did you bet money line?
That's a fucking. It's in a parlay. We're not hedging the first.
leg but listen, you could have got. Did you bet the money line? I don't even know.
It's the first leg of a parlay. We have 2 units on the money line. Yes.
Okay, but I'm saying though, you could, with your plus 7.5, you could have middled it. You could have got the win. And
I'm not playing that now. I'm not doing that.
All right, guys.
We rolling.
I think that was a beautiful middle. If you had 7.5, you took the plus 1,000.
Yeah, you have 7.5 at 21-0, and then they go and win the game 35-0, and it doesn't look so beautiful anymore.
Oh, we'll see what the final outcome is.
Listen, here's what I do. When I got a fucking bet that's fucking winning, and I'm still comfortable, and they're at the 50, up 7, driving, marching, dominating the whole game, I'm not fucking hedging it yet.
I mean, it looked brilliant when it was 21-0.
I will tell you this: if we had the max bet on the money line, then yeah, definitely would have thrown the plus.
That's why I asked. I didn't know what.
Yeah, no, but we got 7.5. So I mean, it's unless you have an alt line site, which I don't see anything available right now for college football. If I could do a minus 7.5 on the alt line on the other side, plus 400, then I would do it. But right now, we can't. I'm not going to play a middle on this. I'm still very comfortable. We're definitely going to win. So 7.5 is a lock. 13.5 in the teaser is fine. We're not going to lose any of those.
Okay,
we're good.
All right.
I think.
Good.
Evan, it was minus 127. Colts money line, Saints money line parlay, minus 127. So that's it. I mean, anything else you guys want to cover? I want to get out of here and start getting some bets in. I want to get out of here.
I want to put my bets in so bad. I've just been kept doing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just sidetracked us there.
We need to put our bets in. We need to put our bets in, guys. Unlike these other providers and chicks with big tits, we actually bet. So we got to go put our bets in. All right. I got to go get Ghost's Anaheim bet in. I got 2 minutes. So, Ghost, final words.
Final words. I don't know how many more times I can tell you. You guys are missing out. I'm going to keep rolling with hockey. I'm going to keep doing what I do. You guys can sit and watch in the weeds and watch. We'll be in chat. We'll be locking in plays. We'll be winning.
Yeah.
Later.
I don't care what you guys are doing. I don't know what you're doing, but just going to keep rolling along. Hockey, be in chat, killing it. That's how it goes. You guys do what you got to do. We'll see you later. Happy New Year, too. Like Ghost said, Happy New Year. Nobody had their Happy New Year glasses on today. I thought Ghost was going to wear them.
It's New Year's for fucking losers.
I
Imagine
told
getting
everybody,
excited because a day on a
I
calendar.
told everybody in the chat that it was my favorite fucking day from 17 to age 24. I got laid 7 years.
Yeah, it was awesome, right?
By
If you
a
wanna go
different
fuck
girl.
Yeah.
Girl, 7 years in a row. It was the most amazing streak of my
The only
life.
day of the year.
It was like a thing. It was like a thing with me. Like, you're like, who's Bill gonna fuck tonight? And it was just like a different girl. It was amazing.
I mean, imagine only fucking one girl on New Year's Eve. What a loser. Mine would be
Sorry.
how many groups of girls am I gonna fuck that night?
Oh, God.
And again, you were pumping
He's
your fist.
he's such an oneer.
Yeah.
He is.
You were pumping
Always
your
got a
fist like a
one-up.
meathead, going and pulling some fucking implant, fucking makeup-ridden whore. You're shooting your roids while she's fucking.
I was fucking
sniffing
doing
hay.
whippets like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you guys are all fucking
girl.
drugged up meatheads. I'm at a fucking rave pulling in just fucking harems of ecstasy-filled fucking young women to bring back and have a sex party while you're bumping it up with your big titty fucking what's her name, Lisa or Marie, Anne Marie, whatever the fuck the girl, some Italian whore that you're banging on New Year's Eve is. Yeah, I don't care about New Year's Eve. It's fucking stupid. Who cares? Anyway, final words, Bill.
That's it. Final
You're
words.
supposed to say what Ghost said.
I already did. I did it already.
Did.
I
Did he?
it. Yeah.
I did.
Went through the whole, that's why you're talking about it.
Yeah. I went through the whole thing. Then I brought up New Year's Eve, and then I said, I don't know why Ghost didn't wear the glasses, and I said 7 years and all that.
I won't hit the reset button on you. You have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, I'm ending the year how I started it. Retarded. Evan, final words.
Your New Year's resolution should be to make more money with 4 deep bets by signing up.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. And to answer the question in the chat, yeah, like we said, my bookie has some phenomenal promotions and stuff going on right now. Obviously, we've said this in the 4 Deep Bets Discord. So if you guys are subscribers, their touchdown props are their one major weakness for sure. They're actually juiced up tremendously higher. So if that's where you're trying to do the touchdown prop parlays, it's always going to be a lot higher. Their touchdown props aren't the greatest over there. You can find opportunities in their futures and their live lines and their pregame lines and all that shit. But their touchdown props are definitely the spot where they're juiced up a little bit. So every other site in America will have a better line than that. Central Michigan down to the 17-yard line, about to go back up 14. Let's end the show with Tommy G not hedging and sticking it in Bill Rupp's ass. 4deepbets.com. We will continue to slay. Fuck Bill Rupp. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!